We're going to talk a little bit of easy sell today. Thank y'all all for coming in here. Easy sell. Who doesn't know what easy sell is? Everybody kind of has a vague idea of what it is. So as Mike would say it is we submit properties to iBuyers. There are approximately 9 currently. So it fluctuates, it goes up and down. So it will change, it'll change in a heartbeat, you'll never know. But everybody who's in the program and currently accepting offers, when you submit your property through the Easy Sell program, it will go to everybody that is currently accepting offers. Everybody knows Zillow got out of the business. They were the first big retail iBuyer. The other 2 retails are OfferPad and Open Door. And then all the rest of them are I guess you could consider Knock an iBuyer. They do a bridge financing. Their Knock Home Swap program makes them an iBuyer. As well, there are currently 6 others. So it fluctuates. We also have some internal investors that it gets sent to. If you look on Workplace, there is a list somewhere buried of all of them that were active at the time. It was 14 at that point. So in order to do Easy Sell, you must have the seller's authorization to solicit offers on their property. That's a Georgia real estate requirement whenever we're representing. So you have to have signed authorization from the seller to do it. So how we started this off was we were using the authorization to show unlisted property and using that, but a lot of sellers were going, nah, this is way too much talk. There's way too much legal speak in here. What's the catch? There's something going on. So we created the Easy Sell authorization form, and you can find that in Brokerment. If you go to the library, listing docs and Easy Sell questionnaire, go to the Easy Sell authorization. It's right there. And it is now 1 page. Very simple, to the point. There are no catches to this. If they don't want to accept an offer, they're not paying you a commission if none of the offers are acceptable to them, right? So we simplified it, made it 1 page. This was done just to get their commitment. We have to have something signed and them authorizing. I'll tell you, if this got in front of a judge, the judge would say this isn't going to hold water, so so to speak. So it's not legally binding, but it does give you the written authorization to solicit offers that's required under GREC. So it's GREC compliant. It's not legally enforceable. Go ahead, Ms. Manuela.
Isn't that also the form where you're supposed to put in how much percentage?
No, there is no how much percentage on this form. Easy Sell is 3%. It's 3%. It's a convenience thing. We're not doing it for 2. We're not doing it for 1.5. It is written in this form. So that was a great question of where do you put the percentage in? Owner agrees to pay the broker commission equal to 3% of the sales price. Item 5.
So I know that some agents charge 4 for this. How would they do that?
If you're going to charge 4 for it, I guess you'd need to use the authorization to show unlisted or reach out to me to have this changed, if that's what you're trying to do. But we made this form simple and no questions asked. It's built into it. So I suppose we could create a 4% one, but right now in today's market, we're not even seeing that as an option, really. Houses are flying off the shelves, but we do actually still have a couple people that have recently done this, that are still doing easy sells as of this year. Any other questions on this form? No? Good to go? All right, next up you have your Easy Sell questionnaire. This is an old form that we were using. So when we first started this Easy Sell, we didn't have it all integrated into the website, right? It was still in process. We were manually entering all the information in for you. So you had to submit this Easy Sell questionnaire. You'll see the requirements. And this is old. I left this in here just so that you could kind of see, we put in there, this is the new website, but we left the actual full questionnaire in there, photo requirements, and the questionnaire, because this questionnaire, when you start the property information, is all the information that you'll fill out on the website. So if you familiarize yourself with it, you won't be stumbling through the website. You can also go into the website and submit your own home if you want to. Just let me know if you want to do that to play with it or submit someone else's and it's just a test. I will let the powers that be know not to make sure that it doesn't go through. But let me know before you submit it if you want to play in there. All right? So that is the Easy Sell questionnaire. And what that takes you to, if you go through there, you'll see it right here in blue. The link to it is in there as well. I couldn't make the URL any easier, I don't think. easysell.c21cr, as in century21connectrealty.com. You go to that link, it is going to take you into the Easy Sell submission. And you basically start filling it out. Here's the property address we're trying to sell. And you go through all the questions. One of the big things here is, nobody write this down, it is public information. My home address, yeah, nobody write that down. Please, you do have to confirm it. It'll verify that it is a valid address. What you're looking for, you don't want concierge. Bridge is if you're looking to sell and buy. So in most instances, you won't have that. Open market is the information that you provide the system, right? So we hit next, and you are a Century 21 Connect Realty agent. Down here at the bottom, I have a signed listing agreement. That is the same thing as the Easy Sell authorization. That box must be checked, all right? Understood? Fair enough. Then after that, it's literally going through, it's just a questionnaire about the house. At the end, you upload a full set of photos, which are outlined on the photo requirements.
So you fill it out, not the seller?
You fill it out, correct. So that's a great point. When we first started this, people were trying to send this link to the seller to have them fill it out. Here, fill out this information about your home. That worked, but that's not what this was designed for. The iBuyers were offering way over price on it. That's, it worked, but that's not what it was designed for. What this was designed for is another tool in your toolbox. On your listing appointment, you go to your listing appointment. In addition to all these other things that I do, we also have our Easy Sell program. I'm going to automatically take your home and input it in and solicit offers from all the iBuyers that are out there in our market today. It's just another tool in there, another talking point. Well, what's that? Well, you know how OfferPad, Open Door, most likely you're not going to be interested. They're going to offer you anywhere from 70 to 80% typically of the value of your home, but we just do it because occasionally they'll offer you full market price. So we just had one submit in. They offered literally the same price that we were going to list the property for. Marked up a little bit, that took care of their extra fees. So the seller has the option now of, we were going to list it for this. I'm going to net the same, but I don't have to go through the headache of listing my property, doing showings, multiple offers, all of that.
So you upped it. Is that a counter offer?
No, it's not. They upped it.
Oh.
Their offer came in at $309 on a $300,000, which we were going to list it for. Make sense? So they're 3%, that's 3% commission. So if you take that out, and it's actually 5% is what Open Door charges. So plus our 3% is 8%, but it all balanced out. They're actually netting a little bit more.
In my experience with Open Door is they gave me a price and then they came out and they did looked outside of the house and they actually upped the price.
They've done that. I've seen them up the price. I've seen them down the price. Each one of them is different though. What's that? Each one of them does things differently in their processes and procedures. This just gets it started and gets your offer in front of all of them. In most instances, you're either dealing with, it's a fix and flip type company. So a rehab company that's looking to buy it, and they're going to offer anywhere from 60 to 80% of ARV, just because that's what they do. And then the retail buyers are anywhere from 80 to 100% is about what we're seeing right now. So, and it's just another tool. Every one of your listings should have it put in there. You should enter it in on every one of your listings. Why not? It's another offer. It's another chance for you to talk to your seller, even if they don't know about it and you didn't present it in their listing agreement. Well, here's what I did. I went out and got solicited offers for you from all of the iBuyers in the market right now. And this is what they're saying. This is what they're offering.
What if it's a FSBO?
If it's a FSBO, you must have the easy sell authorization in order to submit it in to the system. Because per the Georgia Real Estate Commission, you must have signed authorization from the seller in order to solicit offers on their property. Any other questions? General questions, Ms. Athena?
This system, you're uploading the authorization form here?
No, the authorization form is an internal form. Check that box in the system that I showed you. That checkbox says it right there, and you better have it. If you don't have it and you get in trouble with the Real Estate Commission, I'll go back and say, here's where I told all of our agents multiple times they must have signed authorization before they can solicit offers.
So we're just sending the form to help?
You'll submit it's kind of like a buyer brokerage agreement. We don't need it until you go under contract under the program. Any other questions? Oh, we got a bunch today. I'll start with Iris.
So, if we already have a listing agreement signed, right, I don't need to have them sign an easy sell.
Correct. A listing agreement or
Okay.
the listing agreement will suffice. Mr. Steven.
What about multiple properties?
What do you mean multiple
The
properties?
seller has multiple properties they want to sell. Do you submit them one at a time?
They will be individually submitted, and you need an authorization for each property with the property address in it.
This form was on Vermont also, I thought?
The easy sell questionnaire, yes.
No, the easy sell.
Authorization, yes, yes, it is in there. It is a PDF, it's not a smart form like they use, so you do have to use the text boxes to type in the information. Ma'am?
I wanted to add on for Iris, if you have a listing agreement and you go with that, you do end up having to pay the FMLS fee
We do still list the property. If we have a listing agreement,
too.
yes.
So it's just, it's.
We were going to list it anyways. It's
Yeah.
part of the agreement with FMLS. Any property that we have a listing agreement on, we must put in the MLS.
Okay.
Or Georgia MLS, if you're a member, is that as well. So,
Okay.
no biggie.
Where's
Sir?
the questionnaire that we can review the questions beforehand?
That is in Brokerment Library. So the questionnaire, the full questionnaire, all the questions that are going as you're going through the website are in the Brokerment Library. So I'll flip back to that and show you that real quick. If I can, I think I lost the page. I think I clicked on the wrong thing there.
I would recommend doing your own personal house through the app.
So you have familiarity with it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would do that instead of reading them.
So Brokerment Library over here on the left. Click on that and listing docs and easy sell questionnaire. So all the easy sell stuff is in here. The authorization, there's a flyer you can use that you can send to people to show, as well the full questionnaire. Other questions? Nothing?
Do you have to update any of the forms
Do we have to update any of the forms?
because of the changes in the guard forms or any, would we have to?
I don't,
Or any of those?
if you have a current, so this doesn't really have to do with the subject, but if you have a current buyer or seller client in Docs Plus and you already have files in there, if you change any of those files, those will be on the 2021 files. If you add a file to that client, that will be the 2022 forms
Okay,
automatically.
okay.
So all of our pre-done packages have all been updated to 2022 forms. Other questions? Nothing? Nothing in general? Couple minutes early? We ready to do it? All right.